Next Friday is Groundhog Day, and after the passing last year of Dayton's Rosie the Groundhog, Quilliam the Hedgehog has stepped in, and this year he will venture out again, and we'll be watching to see if he sees his shadow. Stephanie is the acting live animal curator at the Boonshoft Museum of Discovery. Thanks so much for bringing him in this morning. Here he is, the star of the show. Last year was his first year as the official Groundhog Day hedgehog. Why did you choose a hedgehog for Rosie's replacement?
Well, actually, Hedgehog Day is the original. So we're kind of taking it back a little bit. So back in Europe, German settlers actually celebrated Hedgehog Day instead of Groundhog Day. But when Germans moved over here to the United States, they moved to Pennsylvania. They realized there's no hedgehogs in Pennsylvania, no hedgehogs around here. So they used groundhogs instead. So actually, Hedgehog Day is the original. So when Rosie did pass away, we were like, well, let's rethink Hedgehog or Groundhog Day a little bit, and let's go ahead and get a hedgehog instead.
See, that's pretty unique. Not too many people, in fact, I don't even know anybody else who does it that way. So that's a pretty cool thing that Dayton can own in that sense. Of course, we have Buckeye Chuck in Ohio, up in Marion, Punxsutawney Phil, but we have our own Quilliam the Hedgehog.
Yeah, we are pretty unique. We've got Quilliam here, and he is pretty special. He is one too. He's an animal that we can take out to schools, we can take to throughout the community. So he's very cool as well. We can use for educational programs too.
Absolutely, and I remember being out there last year. I don't think he saw his shadow in 2017, did he?
He did not see his shadow last year, and we did have a long winter. So hopefully we'll hope that he sees his shadow this year, and maybe our winter will be a little less.
We certainly deserve it. I'm tired of 0-degree mornings too.
Yeah, it's been a little cold this year for sure.
A little bit. I'm hoping Quilliam's going to help us out there. Now, how long does a hedgehog live? How long do you expect him to be with you guys at the Boonshoft?
Yeah, Quilliam is a little over a year old, so he's still fairly young. In the zoo, these guys usually live around 8 years. But in the wild, usually about 4 or 5 years, so they live much longer here in the zoo, just like most animals. You know, they don't have any predators to worry about. They don't have to worry about finding food. So our animals here in the zoo a lot of times live much, much longer than their cousins in the wild.
All right, and if anyone wants to head out and see him live on Groundhog Day, what do they have to do?
Yep, just come out to the Boonshoft Museum. Groundhog Day, Hedgehog Day will be celebrated at 10 o'clock. It is included with museum admission, so just come on out to the Boonshoft Museum at 2600 Deweese Parkway for Hedgehog Day next Friday at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock in the morning, that's when we're going to know our next half of the winter forecast.
Yes, hopefully he's got a good forecast for us this year.
I certainly hope so too. Well, I'll be out there getting my meteorological skills tuned up with Quilliam, and like she said, if you want to check out Quilliam, he's going to be at the Boonshoft Museum of Discovery. Their address, 2600 Deweese Parkway. That's located behind Triangle Park in Dayton. Thanks so much. I will see you in less than 2 weeks.